hours. And for any query during that programs, if you face any query, simply call me and we'll solve that programs. Fine. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Please do reply, otherwise I will not teach as usual. So better.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. The thing is now, if you are having laptop on your mobile, or if you are using your Google Meet on your laptop, go to the right hand corner and change layout. And in that change layout, use Spotlight so that you can see the full screen which is presented right now, right? And everything other things get hidden. So if you want to see this program carefully, better change your layout so that you can watch it clearly. Fine. Okay. Now let me try this to make it zoom, but I don't think there is option for zoom. Hmm, not really. So should we start now? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
ફોન્ટ સાઇઝ વધે છે.
હા કઈ નહીં તો પછી જોઈ લેશું વાંધો નહીં. Let me see if some option is there, we can utilize it, right? Okay, tab size, source code size, start at 1, control. Okay, fine. Okay, now let us start our session. As we have already seen in our previous session, in data, like we are having 4 segments. First of all, in 8086, data segment, code segment, stack segment, and extra segment. Fine. Data segment is used to define your variables or your data. Stack segment is used when you are using stack inside your memory. But normally for our programs, we are not going to use it throughout the semester, so it is hardly needed. In code segment, we are writing our program that what we are supposed to do, we write it in a code segment part. An extra segment is needed when our program is little bit bigger, or we are gonna do something with strings. In that case, we require extra segments. Fine. So currently, now this program is doing what? This program is having 2 array 1 and array 2. It will transfer one array 1 into array 2. All the data available in array 1 will be copied into array 2. Initially, your array 2 is empty. Okay, this is what we are supposed to do. Your array 1 is having 5 values available, and we want to copy that 5 value into array 2. This is the task that we are supposed to do using this program. So first thing is we don't require stack segment, so we'll delete it. Fine. Hello, are you listening?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now in data segment, I have defined array 1 is my variable 1. DW and DB, as I said, it is defining the type of data that you are using. If you are using 16-bit data, you need to write down DW. If you are using 8-bit data, you are supposed to write DB, data byte. This is data word. Make one thing very clear, the number with H written at the end is a hex number, and the number without writing H at the end is a decimal number. So if you can see over here, this is 1 1. Below you can see 5, but it is not H, so it is a decimal number. Get it? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Make one thing clear, whatever you see in the emulator are normally in hex number. So when you are dealing with your emulator and all, make this thing in your mind very clear that you are currently seeing a number which is hex number, not decimal number, so that your confusion will get over. Same way, my count variable is again a 16-bit number which is having value 5, but hex. That's why it is 0005H. One thing which is needed to be very clear, if my number is having 0005H, that means it requires how many bits? 16 bit. One hex digit require 4 binary bit. Make this thing very clear. If I am having suppose 10H, that means 1 is 0001 and 0 is 0000. So this is 8-bit number. If I am having 15H, that means 0001 0101. This is my 8-bit number. One hex digit is equal to 4 binary bit. Make this thing very clear in your mind. Clear? That means this 1111H is actually a 16-bit number. 2222H is a 16-bit number. Clear? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This much thing is clear. So my data segment will contain all my data. Depending on your requirement, you can choose your data. Suppose I have written 11H. This number is how many bit number? Can you tell me? Anyone? 11H is how many bit number?
8.
8 bit, exactly. Whoever is answered this is correct. So good. If I am having a number called 358H, how many bit number? 358H. How many bit number? 12 bit number. Good. જઈને મેં આવડી ગયું. જય ભક્તા છે. હા, એ જ વિચાર મેં કીધું કાંથી? Okay. So this is clear. So this thing you need to keep in mind, right, while writing the program and while manipulating the programs. Now our code segment is start with the start keyword. So we write start keyword. So your code normally starts with here. So your emulator will get to know that I need to start it from this place. First instruction that you are supposed to write in all the programs are this: move AX, @data, move DS, AX. Why? Because we are telling our emulator, that assembler, that you need to take data from this location. હવે ડેટા ક્યાંથી લેવાના એ આપણે assembler ને કેવું હોય. For that purpose you need to use these two lines. Normally your data segment starts with a value stored in DS register. Data segment register. DS is data segment register. Whatever value is available in DS, from that point your data segment starts. Yes? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So using these two lines, we are telling our assembler that my data segment starts with this point. So that's why move AX, @data, move DS, AX. Now why can't we write move DS, @data directly? Because there is no such instruction available. That's why we need to use these two instructions. Clear? One more thing that you need to take care is what move instruction do. Move instruction copy your right hand side data into left hand side. Make this thing clear. Move instruction copy right hand side operands data into left hand side. So @data will be copied into AX and AX will be copied into DS. So at the end my data segment will get initialized and my assembler will get to know that all my data will be stored at this location. Clear? Hello?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay, next is LEA, load effective address. Now as you know, if you want to write down a program in C language, you need to understand for loop, you need to understand if condition, you need to understand printf, scanf functions, right? Same way, if you want to do programming in 8086 assembly language programming, you need to know the instructions available in 8086. If you don't know the instruction, you can't make your own logic. And currently, don't go for creating your own program. Currently, you just need to understand that what this program is doing. That's it. If you know that what this programming do is, what is the output, how that output occurs, that is more than sufficient. Fine? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So LEA instruction is doing what? Load effective address. So whatever is on right hand side, right, it will take the address of that particular variable and store it into SI. It will not store the value, it will store the address of that variable. Keep in mind, load effective address, not value. So if I talk about our normal C language, if I write integer a is equal to 10, right? So any variable is having three things: variable name a, the value in that variable is 10 and the physical address of that 10, right? ampersand A. So if I use the same instruction LEA comma A, then what will be stored in SI? ampersand A. Clear? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir.
This thing is clear?
Yes, sir.
Normally, in your hard disk, any place in the hard disk contain three things: a variable name, the name that we have given to that particular location, its actual physical location, and the value in that particular location. So suppose there is one variable called A, the value stored in that variable A is 10, and the address of that location is 1010. Then if I write move SI comma A, it will copy 10. If I write LEA SI comma A, it will copy 1010. Clear? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this much thing is clear. Fine. So now let's go to emulator. Let's emulate this. Again, I am telling you, see this thing very carefully. The right hand panel, this full panel is your code, actual code. The full left hand panel are the registers available in 8086. So internal structure of 8086. Currently what is there in 8086. And the middle part is your physical location. You are having 1 megabyte of memory available in 8086. This is your full memory available. The 07120 is the physical address of that memory location. B8 is the value that I have stored in that location, and this is 184 is the actual conversion of that location, address or value. Clear? Yes? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So my first instruction is move AX, 00710H. Why this is 20-bit number? As this is hex number and we are having 5 digits, so this is 20-bit number. We know that in 8086 our address line is of how many bits? Hello?
20 bits.
20 bits, because our physical address is of 20 bit. So what this instruction do? This instruction will copy 16-bit data into AX register. It will not copy 20-bit data because that is not possible. The size of AX is 16-bit. So move AX, 0071H. If I click on single click, you can see now my AX register will contain 0710. And now move DS, AX instruction will doing what? It will copy the content of AX into DS. So if I do single step, my DS register will contain 0710. So now my assembler knows that all my data are available at 0710 location. One more thing that you need to clear: if you want to access anything from the memory of 8086, you need to use two combination: base address and offset. 01710 is your base. If I write colon 0000, that is my offset. એટલે મારે આ લોકેશન પરથી કેટલું દૂર જવું છે, that is represented by offset. So suppose if I write 0710 colon 0003, what it will do? It will do 0710. It will add hard coded 0 as we have seen in the last lecture, make it 20-bit plus 0003. Whatever 5-bit number, 20-bit number you will get, that is your actual physical address. Yes? Hello?
Yes, sir.
समझ पड़ी खरेखर? Hello? Huh? Okay. In the last lecture, we have seen that in 8086, your memory is of 1 MB, your address bus is of 20 bit. Yes? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Your all the registers are of 16 bit. So to access that 20 bit address bus using all these 16 bit variable, what 8086 do? 8086 is using two numbers. If you can see over here, I'm going to highlight karu jo 0712 colon 0005. So what it will do? If you are having pen and paper available with you, just count it 0, 7, 1, 2, put 0 at the end, plus 0, 0, 0, 5. You will get the location 0, 7, 1, 2, 5. And that is your actual physical address where our instruction is stored. And you can see that in a black strip. Get it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
તમારે એકદમ ગુજરાતીમાં એવું કે તમને તમારું 20 બીટનું ફિઝિકલ એડ્રેસ જોઈતું હોય તો તમારે બે 16 બીટના નંબરને ભેગા કરવા પડે. એ બે 16 બીટના નંબરને ભેગા કેવી રીતે થાય? તો પહેલા 16 બીટના એડ્રેસમાં 0 એડ કરવાનું અને પછી એમાં તમારે ઓફસેટ એડ કરવાનું 16 બીટનું. બરાબર? જે પહેલો નંબર હોય જેમાં તમે 0 એડ કરો એને બેઝ એડ્રેસ કહેવાય. જે નંબર તમે પછીથી એડ કરો એને ઓફસેટ કહેવાય. ક્લિયર? હેલો.
Yes, sir.
ઓકે, બાકી બે જણને ખબર પડી, બાકીનાનું શું છે? વોટ અબાઉટ અધર્સ? પડી ને?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what we have done, we have stored our data in data segment. એટલે આપણો array 1, array 2 and count variable is now stored on data segment. And if we want to see that, we can see that also, right? So in the bottom part you are having something called variables, right? I am not able to access it. Okay, let me check. So if I click on variable, you can see in array 1, I am having 1, 1, 1, 1, H, array 2, all zeros and count 0, 0, 0, 5, right? Array 1 is only showing you first location. But if you want to see full location, array 1 is start with 0, 0, 0, 0 offset. એટલે કેવું પહેલી લોકેશન પરથી ચાલુ થાય. So if I write down here 0, 7, 1, 0, sorry, 0, 7, 1, 0, colon 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. You can see this is my physical location and there 1, 1 is stored. Make one thing again clear. In 8086, your full 1 MB memory where each block will contain 8-bit data. તમારી પાસે જેટલી બી લોકેશન છે બધી લોકેશનમાં મેક્સિમમ કેટલા ડેટા સ્ટોર થાય? 8-bit data in 8086. So on location 0, 7, 1, 0, 0, we are having 1, 1, 0, 7, 1, 0, 1, again 1, 1. So 1, 1, 1, 1 is stored in these two places. Same way 2, 2, 2, 2, H is stored in these two places. Same way 3, 3, 4, 4 and 5, 5. So officially we are storing 5 numbers, but all numbers are of 16 bit. So we require 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16, total 80 bits. So 10 location jai mari. Let's 07100 to 07109. This 10 location will store my number. Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Same way, my array 2 is also occupying 16-bit data, 5 locations. So 16-bit into 5. So I require total 10 bits. So 0710A 207113. These 10 locations are occupied with array 2. એટલે હાલમાં એમાં કંઈ નથી, that's why it is 00000. અને એની પછી I have declared count variable. It is again of 16-bit. So it will occupy two locations 0005. So if you can see on 13 I am having 00 and 14 I am having 05. Get it? Yes, that is my count variable. This much thing is clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's emulate again. So okay, now can you tell me what is the location of array 1? Array 1 kya store હતું? Where I have stored my array 1? From data segment offset 0000. Where my array 2 is stored? In data segment and offset 000A. Yes? Just
Yes,
to
sir.
remind you again, let's execute this two line first. Go to 0710. This is my offset, right? The second part that I am writing is my offset. If I write 0000, this is my offset. If I press enter, 0710. Okay, still it is not. Let me do single. Okay, right? So this is 07100. This is my array 1 and my array 2 starts with 0710A. Yes? Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So now, after without executing program, if you can tell me move ax comma at the rate data, move ds comma ix. એટલે ds ની અંદર આવી જશે 0710, right?
Yes, sir.
Now lea si comma array 1. Now what this line will do? It will write down the address of array 1 into si. So what will be stored in si? Can you tell me?
Address.
SI ની અંદર શું store થશે? What my SI will contain?
Address.
Huh?
Address of array 1.
Address of array 1. But what is the address of array 1?
AX.
0000.
Exactly. The address of array 1 is 0000 from data segment. And what is the address of array 2? What is the address of array 2?
000A.
000A. So that is the address of array 2. So DI will contain 000A. એટલે એવું થવું જોઈએ. Hope so. And move CX comma count. My count variable contain 5. So CX will contain 5. Clear? So let's see. તમે જેવું કીધું એવું થાય છે કે નથી થતું? So single step, AX will contain 0710. Single step, my DS will contain 0710. Single step, so my SI is now containing 0000, no change. Single step, my DI will now contain 000A, that is address of array 2, very much correct. Single step, my CX now will contain 0005. Done? Yes? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
First 5 lines are clear. What these first 5 lines are doing? I am taking address of array 1, address of array 2 into SI and DI register. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, next. When you are seeing this instruction, what this instruction do? When you are having a square bracket nearer to your register, it will take the data from that address. Square bracket નો મતલબ શું થાય? It will take data from the given register's address. એટલે SI માં જે પણ હશે એને it will treat as address, and whatever available on that address will take that value. It is like a pointer in C. Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes? Oh, Mono. Hello?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Currently, my SI variable contains what value? What is stored in SI? Can you speak?
Array 1.
0000H.
Exactly, 4 zeros. And what is containing in DI variable register? What DI will contain?
000AH.
Okay, બધાને યાદ રહી ગયું. SI is containing 0000. My DI is containing 000A. So now this instruction is doing what? Move AX comma SI. My SI is 0000. So what my assembler do? Data segment માં 0000 location પણ જે પણ હશે any value. Currently it contains 11. So my 11 will be copied into AX. Yes?
Yes.
And the next line is move square bracket DI comma AX. My DI contains 000A. એટલે 000A location પર હમણાં 00 છે, એની જગ્યાએ AX માંથી 11 આવશે, એ 11 ત્યાં સ્ટોર થશે. સમજ પડી? So my 11 is copied from array 1 to array 2. Get it? Yes?
Yes.
Let's try. Emulate. Okay. This is my emulator. First screen AX0710. Next step, my DS is 0710. Next step, nothing happened because 0000 is copied into SI. Next step, my DI is now containing 000A. Next step, move ax comma, sorry, cx comma 005. So my cx variable contains 05. Next step, my ax variable will contain 1111. Clear? My 16-bit data is copied into my ax register. Yes? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. At this point, make one more thing again very much clear. In 8086, your operation can be of 8-bit or your operation can be of 16-bit. તમારાથી 16-bit નું operation પણ થાય, 8-bit નું operation પણ થાય. But you can't do both operation at the same time. એટલે તમારો એક વેરિયેબલ 16-bit નો હોય અને બીજો વેરિયેબલ 8-bit નો હોય એવી કોઈ ઇન્સ્ટ્રક્શન 8086 માં પોસિબલ નથી. So move ax comma si instruction itself suggested I am transferring 16-bit data. Clear? Why? Because my ax register is of 16-bit. So that the 16-bit data is transferred from 0000 location to my ax register. Yes? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ઊંઘોનો ધ્યાન આપો. જાગતા છે? See,
Yes, sir.
if I change my coding, if I write AH over here, what this will do? This will copy only 8-bit data from location 0000 to AH register. So my AL part will remain blank. એમાં કઈ નહીં આવશે, એમાં 00 જ રહેશે અને AH ની અંદર 11 આવી જશે. If you want to see this, go to emulate. Let's come here. Single step, single step, single step, single step. Now see, my AH is containing 11 because I have written AH there, but my L part is containing 10. The previous data that I have already stored, so it is not get overwritten. Actually, I have only transferred 8-bit data. So based on your instruction, your output will come. So make sure that અહીંયા જો 8-bit નો વેરિયેબલ છે તો આખું ઓપરેશન 8-bit નું થશે. If here I am having a 16-bit variable, then it will do 16-bit operation. Clear? Yes?
Sir. Yes.
Okay. What
Yes.
what increment variable increment instruction do? Increment instruction will increment. હા
હા ઉભા રહો ને તમે અહીંયા સર AX આ કર્યું ને મૂવ AX બ્રેકેટમાં SI
હા
તો AX માં 11 થઈ ગયું ને તા
AH લખેલો તમે પહેલા, અહીંયા છે ને મેં AH લખેલો હતો એટલે ખાલી AH રજિસ્ટરમાં 11 થયું, બીજું કઈ ચેન્જ નહીં થયું.
અરે આની વાત નહીં કરું AX વાળું તમે કર્યું ને આની આગળ
આ જો
AX
એક
કરો ને હવે રન કરો ને
એટલે આ રન જો
એટલે
let us check. Okay, so single step, single step, single step, single step. Now SI instruction will executed, right?
હા
So when SI instruction executed, SI ની અંદર શું છે હમણાં એરે માં જોઈ લો 0000, right? લેફ્ટ હેન્ડ સાઈડ SI રેજિસ્ટર જો શું છે અંદર 0000. યસ?
હા
અને એ લોકેશન પર આપણી મેમરીમાં શું છે 1111. ઓકે? હેલો?
એટલે ફર્સ્ટમાં 1111 H છે એટલે અહીંયા 11 થઈ ગયું.
હા એટલે હવે હું સિંગલ સ્ટેપ કરા તો તે લોકેશન પર 1111 હતું તે અહીંયા કોપી થઈ ગયું. એટલે સ્ક્વેર બ્રેકેટ શું કરે, એ એડ્રેસ ઉપર જાય, એ એડ્રેસ ઉપર જે પણ વેલ્યુ હોય એ વેલ્યુ ને કોપી મારે. ઇટ ઇઝ લાઈક અ પોઇન્ટર. ક્લિયર? ખબર પડી? ઓ જય, ખબર પડી?
હા સર ભરી
પડી ને?
હા હા
સેમ વે હવે ax માંથી વેલ્યુ સામા જશે di પર, એટલે di ની લોકેશન હતી 000a, એટલે આ સેમ વસ્તુ 000 એ લોકેશન ઉપર કોપી થઈ જશે. એ હમણાં આપણને દેખાય નહીં પણ આપણે અહીંયાથી જોયું ને તો જો 0710:000a. See, this is copied. પહેલા અહીંયા 00 હતું, હવે 11 આવી ગયું. દેખાય છે? Yes?
Yes,
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what your increment instruction do? Increment instruction will increment your value by 8 bit, by one number. So what happens? If I do increment SI, now SI will contain 0, 0, 0, 1. But actually one location is only contain 8 bit data. So I need to jump 16 bit because આપણા બધા data 16 bit ના છે એટલે 16 bit નું ઓપરેશન ઓલરેડી થઈ ગયું 1111 ટ્રાન્સફર થઈ ગયું એટલે મારે પોઈન્ટ ક્યાં કરવું છે 2222 લોકેશન ઉપર. So I will increment my SI index by twice. Increment SI, increment SI. Same way I will increment my DI variable. Fine? समझ पड़ी? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Loop instruction is doing what? Loop instruction will continue the loop till where, like what is the ending condition? The ending condition for loop instruction is when the value of CX register will become 0. And loop instruction automatically decrement the value of CX every time when loop instruction comes. આ loop instruction નું કામ છે એટલે loop instruction વાંચો તો તમને ખબર પડશે. What is the work of loop instruction? Loop instruction every time decrement the value of CX by 1, and when the value of CX becomes 0, 0, it will come out of the loop. Fine? એટલે જેવું loop પર જશે CX ની value 4 થશે. It is not 0, so you go again here, you repeat this operation again. When it becomes 0, તમારા બધા data array 1 માંથી array 2 માં transfer થઈ જશે, and at that point of time you will come out of this loop full. This is called loop. Next ઉપર jump કરશે, and once next is called label in assembly language. This is called label, and when this full program gets over, you will come to this instruction. This is called interrupt. This is a system interrupt. Sorry. Okay. This is a system interrupts. What it do? It will stop your program forcefully, so your program will get ended. Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? समझ पड़ी?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Ah.
Now to make you people understand, I will do one program but little bit faster, so concentrate. Instead of DW, I am using only 8-bit data. So 1111H, 2222H, 3333H, again 5 data, right? 44H and 55H, all are 8-bit data, right? Instead of array 2, I will take DB. So this is 8-bit variable. I want to copy this 8-bit variable array to another 8-bit. Count variable must be 16-bit because it is copied into CX register. A default છે એટલે એમાં તમારથી 8-bit નહીં લેવાય. એટલે તમારે આ જ લેવું પડે, બરાબર? Move, these two lines are okay, no issue. These two lines are okay, no issue. This is okay, no issue. So, okay, here instead of AX, this is 8-bit operation. So AH or AL, your wish, you can take any. AH, increment only one time because we are only transferring 8-bit data. એટલે direct આપણે બીજી location પર પહોંચી જ જશું. DI also only one time because we are incrementing only one time. So one time increment DI, and this is my program. Let's emulate it. First instruction is copy something into AX 0710. Next step DS my 0710 SI 0000. If you can read this instruction carefully, move DI comma 0005H. Why? Because now my all variables are of 8-bit. એટલે મારી ખાલી 5 જ જગ્યા રોકાય. That's why it is 0005. એટલે DI ની અંદર 5 જશે. જો DI માં 0005, CX માં 0005, AH comma SI. So 11 will be copied into AH. આવી ગયું? That 11 now will be copied into DI location 0005. Increment SI. So SI will be now 1. DI will be 6. Okay, loop. Per se, because my CX register now becomes 4. It is automatically decremented. Single step again. 22 is copied into AX. That is copied into 06 location. Increment SI. So it will become 2. Increment DI. So it will become 7. Again, my 33 will be copied, right, into AX. 33 will be copied into DI. SI will be incremented to 3. DI will be incremented to 8. Right? My CX register is now becoming 2. So હજુ એકવાર loop ચાલશે. 44 આવી ગયું, 44 will be copied into DI, increment SI 4, increment DI 9, loop instruction, my CX becomes 1, it will copy 55 into AX, 55 will be copied into DI, increment SI, so SI will become 5, DI will become 10, still the value in CX is 1, so loop will continue, so it will become now 0, right? So it is over, fine, 55 is already copied, now it will go to next line, move X comma 4600H, interrupt will get generated and your program is finished, over. And now if you go here, check 0710, my data segment and location 0000. These first 5 numbers are array 1. These 5 numbers are array 2. This 5 is my variable count. समझ पड़ी? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yeah.
So this
Yes, sir.
program is doing what? This program is transferring array 1 into array 2. Okay, if you can see over here, this is my variables. Okay, only one is showing here. If you put word, it will show 1122. If you put double word, it will show you 11223344. Same way here also, if you can, okay, if you can show byte only, we are having 5 elements in array, right? Array 1, we are having 5 elements. Make it byte, 5 element आता, right? So 5. See, these are the 5 variables in my array 1. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. This is my array 2. I am having 5 variables, right? So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. And count, I am having 5. Yes? समझ पड़ी?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now take a notebook out. What you are supposed to do, that I am going to tell you. તમને કંઈ પણ doubt લાગે, you can call me directly. Program number 1. You need to write down this same program. Transfer 8-bit data from one place to another. 8-bit data. Program number 2. Same program, transfer 16-bit data from one location to another location. Program number 3. I have already given you one program in your WhatsApp group. Go through that program and tell me what that program is doing. Do the same program for 2 things, 8-bit and 16-bit. એટલે total 4 program કરવાના છે. ખબર પડી? Hello?
પાછું બોલો ને.
You are supposed to do 4 programs.
Yes, sir.
One program is for 8-bit data. One program is for 16-bit data. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. One program that we have currently we have completed, you need to do the same program for 8-bit data as well as 16-bit data. Fine? What changes will come, that you need to understand. Where you need to change the instruction, where you need to use AH register, where you need to use AX register, that you need to decide. Fine?
Yes, sir.
So 2 programs are same that we have done currently in this current lecture. So 8-bit,
Yes, sir.
16-bit. 2 programs over. Hello?
Yes, sir.
And 2 programs you are supposed to do that I have sent in your group.
Yes, sir.
ગ્રુપમાં જે પ્રોગ્રામ છે તે 8 બીટ નો છે કે 16 બીટ નો છે તે પહેલા ઓળખો, એ પ્રોગ્રામ કરવાનો, અને જો એ 16 બીટ નો હોય તો 8 બીટ નો કરજો, 8 બીટ નો હોય તો 16 બીટ નો કરજો. એટલે એ પણ 2 વાર કરવાનો. ડન?
Yes, sir.
કમ્પ્લીટ 4 પ્રોગ્રામ? હેલો?
Yes, sir.
બાકીના બધા શું કરે છે? હેલો? Get it what you are supposed to do?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
No,
sir.
Yes,
no deadline, no timing. You can do it at your free time. Just take a break. Try to understand this and do it in your free slot. No issue at all. Fine.
Yes,
You can
sir.
call me at any point of time, but before 7. 7 વાગ્યા પછી call નહીં કરતા આના માટે.
Yes,
કઈ કામ
sir.
માટે call કરતો અલગ વાત છે. બરાબર? If you want to finish it, you need to finish it before 7. Fine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, हाँ, चलो, fine, thank you. So this is it. Now no need to join it again for any session onwards. For any query, you can call me directly. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes,
Bye
sir.
bye.